It's like the fight companion, yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what this is. The one and only, the legendary, the culinary.
No, I'm the cooking mobster.
The cooking mobster.
The cooking mobster, bro.
Chef, I watch porno.
Chef, I watch porno.
The one and only. Chazz Moleta.
It's like cooking mobster.
What are you seeing so far from Boston, Chazz?
I beg your pardon?
What are you seeing so far from Boston?
On this?
Yes.
I like seeing him use his jab more. I know he has a great jab. His jab is bad. But I think, yeah, see, that was gonna come. I think he's gonna touch him.
What was that? Come on.
You don't want a right hook and land, dude. Bro, Boston is so crafty. He should be in just pure boxing, honestly.
So
You
much
guys grew
power.
up boxing together.
Yeah. He was actually younger than I was. I think he's like 3 years younger. Wait, how old did he say he was? 35? 34, yeah, 3 years younger. But it's weird, like I said, he was like always like he was like a smaller kid. He's like for his age, he was small. And one time he just freaking.
And you guys grew up on Maui, right?
I did. No, Boston is from. He's actually
from-
from. Yeah, he's from Waianae. But he used to box for Waipahu Boxing Club. Coach Armando Blue. Yeah.
What do you think of our nice protests here in Las Vegas?
Protest?
Or our peaceful protests, I'm sorry.
Is there a peaceful protest here in Vegas?
Yeah, you didn't see it?
No, I never see it.
There's 94 arrests last night down in the street.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, I was thinking that and I couldn't follow fucking California.
There's
Did you see the one in Florida? The guy, the sheriff in Florida?
I love that, dude. I saw, yeah. I like that. Florida, they're running their shit right, man. They're running their shit right. He was standing there, he's showing the pictures. This is a peaceful protest. This is a riot.
Oh,
John Jones.
is there.
Oh, he's got glasses on so we can see the pupils.
On the other hand,
Olives.
what warehouse are they in and where?
For real, eh?
Right,
Look,
so
see this hook?
This is a nice ring too,
Yeah.
because they have a platform outside and everything.
It's got like, yeah,
I like the leather. I like
the upholstery,
Yeah, I like the corners.
a little luxury.
Even the ropes is nice.
There you go. Oh, Joe. You got clipped a little bit. Elbow. Slip him out, elbow. Ooh, his hook, see? Let him come, check hook. Jab.
Man, did you see those tits?
His
in the
left
back?
hook is so, right hook is so sharp.
Quick, yeah.
Touch.
Only 3 rounds, bro.
Touch him. Just
Gotta
touch.
press.
Just antagonize him. Let him come in and shoot the freaking check hook.
My fucking heart is beating so fast right now.
Not as fast as John Jones.
Every time I watch somebody, I know fight. Oh, my heart is racing, bro.
I honest to God, I used to always get like more nervous when my friends fighting than when I actually fight. Or even my boxers, my students, when they fighting, I'm like, oh, I stay all pumped.
Because you need more control, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't affect it all other than coaching.
Yeah.
Look at those tits on the left and the back.
Where?
Black dress.
Nice.
That's how I used to get when I used to watch WWF when I was young.
Husband giving
Anxiety.
I thought he was talking about Trish Stratus at first. He was talking about boobs.
Oh,
and then-
Trish Stratus.
But yeah. Monday Night Raw.
Were you a wrestling guy growing up?
Right.
Justin don't like it, bro. I grew up watching
I thought
it.
everybody loved it.
My dad showed me UFC at about 3
Wait,
years
how
old.
old are you?
20.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Makes
Bro,
sense.
everybody
if
watched
If I was 20 what?
28.
See, if I was your age and I just got introduced to MMA, then I don't think I would have ever been on
Bro,
wrestling
I used to
fan.
look forward to Mondays 9 o'clock.
Rah.
Right?
So that's how it was too. Me and my friend guys, we would be training. We'd have boxing practice, and it was like, as soon as we get home, because we all kind of live around each other. And my dad would pick up every kid in the neighborhood, and we would practice at the youth center. Then we get back home, we drop everybody off on the way back home. It's like, I'll shower, I'll come right back on my bicycle and go watch her up. Hurry up, make sure you
Who's your
shower.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Bro, everybody loved the Hardys. I used to like the Hardys.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio. I think I always like the most acrobatic.
Rey
guys.
Mysterio is still
He's still
in the
going,
game,
bro.
bro.
I
Yeah.
just saw that. And I was like, what the fuck?
Not as agile, but
Still doing crazy
Yeah,
shit,
still doing
bro.
crazy.
The Mexican medication is mean.
Now, do you like your breasts closer together than those, or right there?
I like the gummy bear.
Gummy bears?
The gummy bear.
No, I like the feel of those, but yeah, but like those are a little like wider apart than I'd like them.
It kind of depends on your chest. If they're flat chested or what.
Oh, like meaning where it sits?
Yeah. Because
I don't know.
if they get big, huge tits and they was flat chested, they kind of
They droop out to the side.
I got about a good amount of them in my time.
Have you ever had to return a pair?
No, once they say it's in.
That's wild.
Yo,
You old.
Have you ever like gotten a bad pair?
no, they're no. With the doctor he was going to is really good.
And like they usually specialize in like a certain like
Dr. Chu,
ethnicity,
went to
right?
Dr. Chu, yeah. I don't know what ethnicity. What do you mean?
Well, like the doctor we did my girls at, like he specialized in Asian girls. Supposedly
like,
it sits a little bit differently. Their body type.
Because they have 12-year-old boy chest when they go in, right?
The Filipino boy chest.
Yeah.
Is Boston up 2-0 right now?
That last round was kind of.
I think Boston should
1-1.
throw more to the body, bro. I think if you throw more to the body, you're gonna hurt him. I'm gonna drop his hands and he'll come on top.
Well, it's the third round right now.
Yeah, I know. He gotta do something.
No, did he?
I think he should rip the body. Let's go, boss. Especially with the small gloves. Fucking 3 rounds? What the fuck, man?
The spinning back fist is legal in this?
Yeah, spinning back fist is illegal. Is legal. Clenching and punching at the same time is legal. You can throw elbows. You see everybody throwing those
Shoulders, yeah.
McGregor shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mike Perry, if you see this, get me on. I'm down.
Oh, that would
This
be
is Mike Perry's organization.
You would
That
do
is,
some dirty boxing?
I'd be down.
Oh, there you go. There. Oh. There is some talent in the crowd, though.
See that dude right there?
I think he should freaking shoot one jab up and on left hook downstairs.
I'm so lame. I legitimately thought you were talking about some good fighters somewhere in the crowd. I was like, is Chuck Liddell there or something? Who's there?
Oh, talent?
Yeah. I didn't realize you were talking about bad bitches.
They got some bad ones in there. Where is this? In Florida?
I think it is.
Gotta
yeah.
be easier
Yeah.
for get these kind of fights.
Yeah,
in Florida.
Florida, Mississippi. So when I cornered Kendall, it was
there
in
we go.
Biloxi, Mississippi, the fucking
Oh.
ass crack of the U.S.
Oh, those 3 in a row. Just bang, bang, bang.
Oh, watch out, boss. Come on, shoot that right hook. That crispy right hook you get, boss. There you go. Follow up the 2. Oh. Come on, boss. Land something heavy, boss. Let's go. There you go.
Yeah, 38 seconds. Come on.
$30 seconds left in the third round.
I think he should have went more to the body. For me, the guy think about something else and then he can land on top, but too little, too late. Oh, there you go. Go down. Let's go. Let's go. Swing, boss.
They should make this 5 rounds.
They should make this
I can
fight.
see it being like 8 rounds.
Yeah.
6?
See, like the bare knuckle is, I think it's 5, but only 2
Shorter
minutes.
round,
2
yeah.
minutes, yeah.
Would you ever do bare knuckle boxing?
I would. I would, like I said, I was supposed to. Like, we had like, so after I took Kendall to Mississippi, then was it Dave Feldman? We were talking about it, and we're trying to get a contract over and all kind. I don't know what happened. It fell through and whatnot, but I was like training for it and everything. Yeah, the bare knuckle is nuts though. What's funny? Like when it was the second one ever, and I went with Kendall Grove, and Del Sopi. That's where when I first met Del. I don't know if you guys ever met Del Sopi, but
Yeah.
Del Sopi is freaking hilarious. So I ended up cornering Del too, and then he hurt his hand in a fight. He just started bitch slapping the fuck out of the guy. Like, what are you doing? He's like, man, fuck it, I think I broke it. He's just slapping him the whole time.
What would be like your strategy going in? Because like, again, you know how it is with the hands and breaking them.
Yeah, I like to say you go 50 or less unless you know you're gonna land that shot for sure.
I know
That's what it is. I think my thing is, guys who know me as a fighter is I focus on the body heavy. I throw a lot of body punches. You know who does that very well is John Bernard. You guys saw
that one?
Yeah. He's smart. He recognized that, and he's been freaking laying guys out with the body shots in bare knuckle.
I remember watching remember the he's in Pride and stuff. Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
So he fought bare knuckle. He broke both his hands in the bare knuckle fight.
So when I cornered Kendall, we all Kendall went back to the room to rest. I wasn't fighting. They're like, hey, you guys want to go out do some promo? So we went out to like I think it was like a strip club and shit. Did some promo, and Crazy Horse came along with us, and it was me and Dale, and yeah, it was all with Crazy Horse. The whole night ended up in a fucking Waffle House at the end of the night, and right, he's just,
Is he wild as what he puts out? Because he has like a lot of arrests too. Yeah?
He's awkward. He's not like a troublemaker, but it was a good time. It was funny. If you look on his IG posts, he always tags me in his posts.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Somebody had it at 30-27.
Yeah.
The great value Anik.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had to get his feet wet. Now you know what to expect the next one.
But yeah, I was watching the interview on Crazy Horse, and I watched the fight. He broke both his hands in the fight.
Yeah. Dale broke his hand. I think that's very common. I think majority of the time you break your hands.
Bro, that's how all of us was right after the Max fight. We was all watching him over here.
Yeah.
We all walked out all depressed.
Oh yeah.
And I had a big event after, so I was kind of down a little while. Yeah.
Oh shit.
That was the Poirier, right?
Huh?
Poirier?
Yeah.
That was a bummer.
What do you guys think with him in Poirier? 3.
I'm gonna always root for Max.
Gotta,
bro.
yeah?
Yeah.
Gotta. You gotta. I think. Oh, it's rough, eh? And you think about him, man, because he lost twice to Poirier, right?
Yeah.
Twice. It's the third one.
Or it could be like what's his name and Stylebender, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he probably finally figuring him out and extra hungry. Probably get the game plan going. And you're ready. I don't know.
Poirier
zombies.
and Poirier is on his way. His last fight,
But
right?
as I was saying, the Korean Zombies' last fight was his retirement
Yeah.
fight, and Max did what he did, and I hope he can do him again. Shady though. I like Poirier too. But
I like both dogs. That's why, yeah.
We gotta go with the Holloway guy.
How do you think that fight looks, though? How does Max win against Dustin Poirier?
That's fucking what I just was asking him.
Is he gonna outbox him?
Yeah, but he turns it into Poirier always turns it into a brawl, right? Like somehow it always ends up a rough fight.
Yeah, Poirier puts everything in every shot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Holloway is like accumulating. He can wear you down. He's accumulating a lot. That's how I would say that's kind of how I was too fighting. Was mostly accumulating. But like Poirier get that one hitter quitters. But we know Max get the one hitter quitters.
Yeah.
What happened with Gaethje?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder is anybody else that people I don't know. Any other famous dudes on the upcoming See the glasses
I wonder
still
what
on.
his eyes look like right now.
That's it. The glasses still stay on.
Dilated to a motherfucker right now. You think he's clean?
What do you mean?
Like not partying and
No.
He's partying right now, bro. It's sad to say, but like the best is like that. Johnny Tapia. Johnny
Oh,
Tapia,
yeah.
one of my favorite boxers. Chavez, Julio Cesar Chavez, Senior. He said that he used to just freaking, he used to wonder, I wonder when I'm going to lose. That's what I interviewed him. He's like, wonder if I'm going to lose, because he said he just was partying and he just kept winning.
What is the one? Fucking smoke
Mayorga.
cigarette. Mayorga. Yeah. Smoke cigarettes, yeah.
I'm gonna turn that. So we gonna get distracted by it.
We're super distracted by that right now.
But so you've actually noticed the increase in gun violence back home as well in Hawaii.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a considerable amount.
Crazy amount. It's like, it's not in Hawaii. Like, Hawaii was never known for that shit.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's majority of it is on Oahu.
Yeah.
You from Oahu?
I'm from Big Island.
You from Big Island?
Yeah.
Which part?
Hillside, Puno,
Nice.
KL.
Nice. You from Wahiwa, yeah?
Yeah. Whitmore. A bit different.
Yeah.
Same thing, but different.
That's where I Pono from, man.
So how did you get the name If I Watch Porno?
I don't know. I just was making a video kind of roasting him. I have nothing against him, to clear the air.
Well, you've always been a comedian and funny guy.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. Like,
bro, I remember watching these guys' videos like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like hitting mitts. He'd be hitting mitts, and then the camera pans out, and he's in like in a G-string.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this guy's been doing that kind of shit forever, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, just to be clear, I'm nothing like, I don't know him. And I never ate his food. I want to, though. I will. It's just he provides good freaking material for funny stuff. I guess. I don't know. It's like Saturday Night Live. Everyone thinks like, they're all like, oh, why you not like him? It's like, I never did say I don't like him. Saturday Night Live, they make fun of other famous people and stuff. Is like, I'm pretty sure they don't have no personal vendettas against them either,
Yeah, it's just content, right?
That's all it is. It's just content. It's just content. Like I said, I'll try his food. I never tried it yet.
So didn't you stop by the other day?
We were gambling and drinking
at Durango?
Yeah. So if I gonna eat, I ain't gonna drink anymore. And I wanted to keep drinking. when in Rome, when in Vegas, I guess. Same smell.
So when did you start to become the funny guy? When did comedy become a part of your life?
My whole life, I've been that way. I'm just always was a freaking class clown and whatnot. I don't know what it is. I don't know if all the hits to the head growing up. I don't know.
Yeah, but I would always watch your stuff, and I thought it was cool that because we knew you was a boxer and fighter.
Yeah.
But most guys who like fight don't act that way.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean,
maybe in closed doors.
I'm just gonna say behind closed doors,
on
but
camera.
they like that persona, or they're someone like they're like tough guys. That's the shitty fighters. The good ones is like they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? You don't need a persona. You just yeah. Some of the funniest guys I know is in the boxing or fighting community. But yeah, no, I just always just been that way, and freaking, it is what it is.
Where'd the sense of humor come from?
My dad is retarded too. Yeah, my dad is freaking crazy too. But I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I just like making people laugh. That's
because a lot of people are funny, but on camera to be funny on camera is different when the camera comes on.
And it's the opposite too. A lot of people are funny on camera, and then
I met a few
fucking duds in real life.
I met a few.
Fuck? I think I just reel everywhere. I'd like to say, if you know what I mean. We all just met each other. Like, me and you know each other online for a long forever.
Time. Yeah,
but like we just met in real life. But I can tell you this: what you see is what you really get. That's just how I am. Wear my heart on my sleeve, I guess you can say. But yeah.
You have one of my favorite podcast clips ever.
He's like, bro, do you carry condoms in the shop? I say, definitely don't carry those in the shop.
Well, I don't have condoms. He doesn't have condoms.
Shit, I got an extra one from that.
He always has it in his wallet.
I got an extra one from that time I did. That was the other podcast. That was the first time I did that, and I was like, fuck. Do I have to do it?
This guy wants to see it.
Okay, let's go. Let's watch this. Now, like every podcast I do, guys are gonna ask me for this. Yeah.
Don't lie, you came prepared. This
No,
guy.
I swear to God. You know what happened? When I bought that condom for the last one, it was a 2-pack. That's what
I thought it usually comes in 3.
I don't know what it was, but all I know is when I was at the airport, I was freaking not at the airport, at the hotel. I was putting my key in. I was like, "Oh shit, I have another condom." I was like, "Oh, this is perfect." This
Has your girl not ever said anything about a condom in your wallet?
No, I don't. That's how you know I don't have condoms in my wallet. I really don't just have condoms in my wallet.
like an 8th grader just pulled out a condom from his wallet.
Specific flavor, specific smell.
Main thing, no more spermicide. I didn't want spermicide, bruh.
Burn.
In math class. It's fucking wild.
Before you do it, when was the first time you did this?
Yeah. First time I was I 8th grade? No. Yeah, I think 8th grade. I saw Steve will do it.
Oh, that means you're smashing early.
No.
Yeah.
He said no. Why do you think I still had the condom?
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
Okay, here we go.
Durable.
Okay.
Durable.
I'm gonna throw this away and wash my hands. Okay, is that cool?
Can we frame it?
You sign the door frame, yeah. Hey, pin it to the door. Hey, pin it to the door. Pin it to the door. Yeah, no, only down the hallway to the left.
I don't even know if you should wash it.
Down the hallway, the right.
Don't wash it.
Just pin it right there.
That was great.
I knew you was waiting for that too.
How did he do it though?
It's connected though, right?
Yeah, but
Because you can suck your boogers out of your nose. It's just nobody would put it on a condom. Nobody would ever think of a condom.
wow. I thought there might have been like a limited amount of times you might be able to do that in your life. Oh crap. Bro, that went straight up there. That was quick
He's
too.
good at it. Yeah, he's good at it.
Like he was. I wonder if he practiced it the first time he ever tried it. How did you know that you'd be able to accomplish
Well,
that?
because
feat?
you know your nasal cavity is connected.
Yeah, but how do you know that it's gonna come out of your mouth?
You can feel it. You can suck your booger out of your nose. That was really effortless though.
Bro, I'm more hyped about that condom than the UNLV football.
Right. We're gonna tack it to the door. And then you can sign the door.
Yes, sir.
Where's the tack? I'm gonna grab the tack. Wait, hold on.
Wait, so the first time that you ever did that, were you...
School. I know I was in school. I think it was 8th grade or freshman year. I can't remember. I think it was 8th grade. I know I saw Steve will do it on Jackass, and I was like, I can do that. And I did it.
How did you know it was gonna come out of your mouth?
No,
though?
I did it with fucking noodles before.
Just eating Simon and
Yeah.
So you would practice like slurping Simon through your nose and having it come out of your mouth?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess. My hands are wet.
Do you think you could do that?
Probably.
You think so?
I think so.
You got another
Well,
condom?
the lube might help.
The lube?
Yeah. Makes it slide through. Maybe I don't know.
Just don't do it with spermicide. I did it once with a condom that had spermicide on it. And it was like,
Were you gagging?
No, my sinus is burnt for like 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah, 2 or 3 days. I know days. It just burnt. I feel like fuck every podcast I do. I don't gotta do this.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta come up with
Well,
something
nobody
else.
made you do that right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna sign that after.
Have you ever failed?
You don't want to fail when you do that, bro.
That'd be nuts if I fell and I die and everybody like, what happened to Chazz? Oh, you choked on a condom. Fuck. Like, maybe I should stop. I'm gonna stop when I'm 40. I got 3 more years of doing this. I'm trying to mature, guys. Trying to mature.
In high school, did you guys have funniest person, class clown?
Yeah, I did. I never made them. I don't know why.
That's weird, yeah. I think it's kind of biased.
It is. It's super biased. Because I remember our
When the yearbook came on, you saw the winner. He's like, it's
Yeah.
not even that funny.
Yeah, exactly. No, I remember it was prom queen. What? Yeah, and there was this Tongan chick that everyone loved. She was so nice. She's like, She was a shot. She used to throw shot put for track and everything. She's like super good, but we all made sure thick, big, bro. We loved her, bro. She was so cool. So we all made sure everyone voted for her, and she didn't. She never win prom king. We knew that shit was like fucking was like when they voted for her, they got fucking Biden.
I was prom king.
Huh?
I was prom king.
I'm not surprised. I saw the picture. I saw that. You was really prom king.
Yeah. Did you campaign? How did that
No,
work
I
out?
didn't. No campaigning, no nothing. Just prom king.
I didn't even go to my prom.
Me either, actually. Now I think about it.
Yeah.
Bro, to me, that's the
partied
biggest
after.
thing. It's like,
I partied after.
Bro, you know what is weird right now, right? Like, the kids go to prom, they want to go stag. I remember when you went to prom, when we
You
went
had
to
to have
prom.
a date.
Bro, the
were
baddest date, too. You get the baddest
You
one.
was lame if you went stag.
Yeah, you're a loser.
But now it's
Or
like,
your
oh,
cousin.
you go stag, and that's what's cool now. I'm like, I was like, what?
Pretty gay, yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember my days. You try to find a baddest bitch to go with you, get the nicest car, or borrow your friend's truck or whatever, to go.
Yeah, I can say that's gay, yeah, on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. We read, right?
Well, he
Yeah,
just called high school girls bitches, so
yeah,
I think we're okay.
But we read, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not.
He's the baddest
I got,
bitch.
I
was
going
gonna
to
say high
prom,
school
going to
daughter.
prom, going to Waikiki. And I was using my dad's, we had like a lifted Chevy, using him, boom, pulled into the parking lot, pulled over, bang cop. Recon, safety check. And I was like, come on. No, I was like, come on. Come on. Like, bro, I'm going to prom. And then I look at the officer's badge, his name was Mike Hunt. So I was like, oh, with a name like that, everybody's getting one ticket.
That's why he became
Officer
a cop.
Mike Hunt.
That's why he became a cop. That's
But
why
then
he became
later
a
on,
cop.
my brother became a lieutenant, and he was like, oh, that cop is like the #1 ticket giver in Hawaii for like X amount of years.
Oh, we had one of those in Maui.
The one that grabbed the trike,
Yeah,
I got pulled over him before, bro.
No fucking
Yeah.
way. Yeah, there was even like stickers because you know the brand, My Built brand.
Yeah.
They made stickers. The cops. Can
Right,
I
he's
say
right on
his
trike.
name? I don't know. Can I say?
Yeah.
It was Taguma. His name was Taguma, and there was like this stickers that everyone had on their bumper. The thing said Taguma got me. He fucking sued Bong Tropics. Yeah, bro.
Right, he used to ride this trike, and he would have like, the solo bike.
Does it look like
helmet.
Kikaila?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some cops that just don't give a fuck, bro.
So what was life like as the prom king?
I was pretty awesome, bro, when I was in high school, to be honest.
It's pretty
I had a
awesome.
pretty good time
You
when I was in high
carried
school.
through.
Yeah, I had a pretty good time when I was in high school. I carried right on into
What did prom night actually go like? So you obviously got pulled over.
No, it ain't good. Prom went good.
What was it like? I mean, anything cool? You guys get
No, you just fucking go to prom, you dance, you do the thing with the date. You dance with your prom queen,
Wait.
and then you go to your date.
So was your prom queen was
no,
different than your
no,
prom
it's
date?
different.
Ooh.
It was different.
What was your prom date?
What was
think
hot?
about
Which one
that?
was hotter?
No, but they had to, like, because when you go there,
I like that. Whatever you're saying, fuck that. What is answer that?
they're both pretty.
It was your date
fuck
your
that.
current?
What do you say?
No.
So which one was hotter?
They're both pretty.
No, but who was hotter though?
Yeah, that's
There's
fucking-
both 10s.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Shit.
One
That's
was
you.
one.
Proud of
that's
you.
a good
Proud of
problem
you.
to have.
One was like the cheerleader that all the guys wanted to be with, and then one was like the
Dirty whore.
no. No, she was like the surfer, like dirt bike track. All the guys wanted to be
Or
with her.
all the guys did, or
No,
Say names. Nah, just kidding.
we still close to this day. All of us is still close to this day.
Oh, that's killer.
Yeah.
That's
They
killer.
all check up on me when I make little emo posts, which I
yeah?
rarely do.
Yeah.
They all call me. They, you okay?
Funny having guys check up on you for that shit, yeah?
wait, when have you ever done an emo post?
I don't really, but sometimes they can kind of like subliminally see it in there. Like I have you on a little rough
I
time.
posted one the other week and wasn't even meant for be emo. Was what the thing said was something about like no matter how bad shit's going or whatever, something about with your friends, you just you go forget about them and die laugh or something like that. I wasn't even bothered. Like, yeah, it's true, bro. I said post them and then everybody's like, oh, you're right. I was like, yeah, why? It's like I saw your post like. Well, just stating on fact. It's just like funny. Like, yeah, like, with our brothers, like when we forget about whatever happening.
I always get caught with that when I use lyrics from songs. Like sometimes I just like copy paste lyrics from songs, and guys will be like, people are like, "Oh, you okay?" Or you know how I text you guys on Fridays? If I don't get a text, they don't get the text, they'll text, "Oh, you okay?" I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking busy right now. We had a busy morning, bro. Right? That's why I never text yet. You know,
I always think like, oh fuck, what did I do?
it's either like, did I do something, or I would hope you guys check out okay, bro. If I don't text.
I like those texts.
If I miss if I miss 2 in a row, like 2 weeks,
2 Fridays in a row, then
something's wrong.
yeah, come check out my house.
Midlife crisis.
No,
or-
even no, don't even try to text. Just go to my house. Something happened. Or maybe fucking bloated in the
What
bed
you
or
doing?
something.
You're removing those tattoos?
Yeah. And then
Oh.
redoing everything.
That shit works.
Horrible process.
More worse than getting
Oh,
on that.
900 degrees the laser. Fucking like.
Oh, it's almost as hot as outside here in Vegas.
Horrible.
Bro, his face is fucking hot, bro. Trip out, bro. It's like, oh, fuck.
Bro, I don't know how.
But is the heat worse here or is it worse in Hawaii?
But you can jump in the water at home though.
That, but then when, honestly, though, given, it's like hard because the humidity makes it fucking shitty.
Just
too, bro.
wet.
You just feel gross.
Yeah.
Like here's like
Dry oven.
dry, like I'm fucking just in
Blow hair, hair
blower,
dry. Yeah.
fucking-
The girls love it because their hair stays nice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Supposed like that's what they say.
You okay, brother?
No, it's fucking hot, bro. But hey, my boy's making weight. Making weight.
Oh, that's what it's easy out here during the summer.
Oh yeah, way better. For everyone who don't know, I'm actually up here for the Junior Olympic Nationals, USA Boxing Junior Olympic National and Summerfest. I got 3 boys fighting in this tournament.
What's the name of your gym?
Central Maui Boxing Club. It was technically you're running since 1988 when Dad and his really good friend started it in a garage, but then we always say since 1993 because that's when we actually became a USA Boxing USA Boxing sanctioned team and whatnot. But I took over in like 2018, 2017. I can't remember the year exactly, but yeah, I took over and got these kids going and gonna make brighter futures for the youth of Maui.
What 3 do you got competing?
I got Jaron Gonzalez Yap, Levi Teixeira, and Capone Sunberg. Boys is Hammonds. They should be doing good. I got a lot of confidence in them. They've been working hard. They've been working really hard. Capone is 15. Levi is 13. Funny thing is, too, those 2 freaking kids, 15 and 13, but they spar men. That's like adult men. That's what they really been sparring with, and been doing really good. So I'm like, bro, you guys ain't gonna freaking fight people with that old man power yet in this tournament. So just believe in you guys selves. And then my boy Jaron, he's 18, about to turn 19. I think this is one of his last tournaments. We're gonna turn him pro. He's a really, really good boxer. Not taking nothing away from him, but I think his style is more of a pro style. It's 2 different games, yeah. Boxing. There's some guys who like we were talking about earlier. There's some dudes who can do like have a great amateur career and have like all these accolades and whatnot, and then going to the pros and it's like it just doesn't transition. And then there's the opposite. There's those guys who really don't have the best record or any like Golden Glove championships or anything, but then they turn pro and it's like boom, where this guy came from. And this guy starts winning like actual titles and whatnot. And I think Jaron is more geared towards the towards the pros, but I really believe he's going to do good in this tournament as well. But yeah, that's why I'm up here. And I was like, about Raleigh, I was like, hey, you know what? Come up, we'll do the podcast. I like to laugh with you guys.
Right, we've been talking like on IG for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Never did meet.
Yeah.
I even hit him because I was like, oh my.
Even through all the farmers' days, nothing at all.
Yeah.
Never did.
But we always would talk on there.
Yeah.
And then one time I hit him up because somebody was picking on my niece. I was like, oh, okay, my niece can come to the
Yeah.
gym.
Yeah, what
stuff,
happened with that?
I think they just got busy and then she just got friends with
Is
everybody.
she still on Maui?
Yeah.
Yeah?
My niece is like really pretty, so all the girls don't like her. But so I was telling my sister
She was from the west side, you said, right?
on Lahaina.
Yeah, Lahaina,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So what
As-
happened with the fires and whatnot?
they had 3 houses on their property.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
'Cause
So they're getting rebuilt. Theirs are getting rebuilt
That's
already.
nice. That's good to hear.
I was
Yeah.
going to ask you too, being on Maui, what was that like with the Maui
I actually
fires?
shut down my gym and I turned it into a shelter.
Yeah.
We freaking I have a pretty good sized gym in Wailuku. So we bought a bunch of like air mattresses and blankets and everything, and we just said whoever needs to come here. And then they did. There were people who rolled up and they stayed for however long they had to. And then we also made it like a drop off hub, our gym. People would drop things off. It was a drop off and pickup hub. You want to donate? Come to Central Maui Boxing Club. Donate. People would donate. We had like a bunch of tents, everything organized here, and then people would drop off stuff for the people affected by the fires, and a lot of people would come and get what they needed, and we just did what we could. We did as most as we could for the community. We were fortunate enough to be on the other side of the island, about 45 minutes away. But
Where's
yeah.
Green? Where's Green?
Huh?
Because Lahaina's dry, yeah.
Lahaina's dry. Lahaina wasn't always dry. If
The water
before the sugarcane and pineapple fields and whatnot, they redirected it. I never know that till like kind of like recently. I
was watching after they redirected the water.
I saw this documentary on like PBS or something. They were showing it was actually like one of the most lush sides of the island, because the West Maui Mountains is where Eel Valley is.
Yeah,
that's the wettest place on earth. On Maui.
I didn't even know that.
Well, yeah, Maui, we have the wettest place on earth.
I thought I was thinking it was Hilo.
No, I would think that too. I think Maui has 2 of them. No, Hawaii has 2. Maui is one, and then Kauai is the second.
Oh, Hilo, what is Hilo?
I don't. You think
that
Hilo?
motherfucker rains a lot over there, bro.
You think so? Yeah. I wonder if they're on there. They got to be on there.
Were you there the day of the Lahaina fires?
Crazy, because I work for the paving department for the county of Maui, and we were in Hana. Hana is like I don't know if you guys ever been to Hana. Hana is like like a 3-hour drive. I mean, if you're not from there, if you're from there, they can make only hour and a half, hour 45, maybe 2 hours. But when we work out in Hana, we pave out in Hana, we usually just rent the county will rent us a house out there, and we'll just stay out there. And the weather was perfect in Hana. No wind, nothing, bro. We never know anything was even going on. Then my girlfriend called me. She's like, you see what's going on? I go, what do you mean? She goes, there's crazy fires.
Wind,
like, where? She's like, in Lahaina. I was like, what? She go, yeah, isn't it blowing wind there? I was like, no. Bro, it was like pristine weather, perfect. We were working out in Hana, and it was just pounding wind in Lahaina, and in town too. Though in town, they said the wind was crazy, but the lines went down in Lahaina. I mean, if you don't like,
even my brother-in-law, he sent like one video, because we're all in a group message. We all group message each other, and he sent a video like when the fires was far. And the wind was whipping and stuff, and he's like, "Oh shit, look, the fire!" And this and that. Yeah. And then I didn't think nothing because he was joking around, right? And then hours later, my mom calls me, "Hey, call your sister. They lost their houses." And I was like, "What?" Yeah. She said, "All the houses burnt down. They're safe, crazy, but go call your sister and just like comfort her a little bit." But fuck, like, what do you say?
Yeah,
and then I didn't know what to say. I was like, "Oh, like, are you guys okay?" Like,
and then we went in for the cleanup because, like I said, I work for the county. I mean, we're not usually part of that cruise for like. Yeah, that type of job and whatnot, but they needed assistance, so we just put our paving shit all on the side, and we assisted them and whatnot. We went in there, and I was like, oh man, to see it firsthand was pretty freaking wild.
What was that like? Was that the same day that you guys had went down?
No, maybe about a week later, maybe a little over, we got cleared to get going and start doing. We had to wear like masks and freaking all kinds of shit. It was pretty wild, bro. It was weird too, though.
What was the like?
Was weird for see like crazy destruction and burnt, and then
something see the McDonald's.
Like yeah, that was one
right?
of them.
Yeah.
But not only that, just in the whole neighborhood, bro. Like they get the whole neighborhood going up to Lahaina Luna, the high school.
That's where my sister them live right by the sugar mill stack.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, over there, like there's like freaking just like fucking crazy destruction and just burnt, and then you look, what the fuck? Why is that house is perfect? To get a house it was just weird, bro. Then I started for kind of like all the conspiracy theories, and I'm like, I don't know. It's trippy to see though. Yep. But Mother Nature too is also fucking. Yeah,
one of my nephews, friend, they from Lahaina obviously, but they come over here. But I was asking, what about your guys' house? He said, the fire came right up to their back wall and stopped. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, they just right up to the back wall and stopped. They never touched their house.
Yep, a lot of that. I had one.
Huh?
Drew?
Drew?
No, right.
Drew. Oh, Drew. No. Filipino. Took me a little while for get all what you were saying.
I mean, too, I never what you were saying. Guaranteed the last thing in a Burgerstein. Oh, that's so funny. And I see those like those memes of the World Trade Centers, like when you wonder why only today all your coworkers the last name Stein or Berg never show up to work. Oh yes, we are red.
But also it just weird though. I like how some houses got skipped.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It was crazy, bro. I like even like houses where like their 2 cars just get burnt. Like burnt, and then this fucking
the house
choke fucking I like choke a melted puddles of like aluminum and stuff on the ground. I was like, oh, so we're freaking close to like collecting them and recycling them. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Fucking bocce. But it was pretty nuts, bro. It was pretty nuts. Sad. But nah, a lot of people rebuilding, and yeah, just, that's the good thing.
I think some of them are saying, like, as bad as it was after the insurance and stuff, some of them are saying they're making out.
Oh yeah.
Like after they build the ice. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Like the money they're getting, and then they're rebuilding the house, and they're coming out with extra.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that. I hope that's really true though.
But a lot of them moved here.
Yeah,
a lot of Maui people moved here because of the fire.
I would imagine that would be something I probably would do. I mean, give you like there's probably people was thinking about it for a while, like how I always think about it, but that was like the incentive.
That was
you know what? Let's go.
The trigger.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Is the housing crisis as bad on Maui as it is on like Oahu?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's expensive in Maui.
Yeah.
Even more than Oahu?
Not as much, but
it's
close.
Like, it's like almost the same, but yeah, Oahu's pretty crazy too. Yeah. Oahu's crazy.
You know, because Oahu's are running out of room already.
Yeah.
Maui still has.
Yeah, that's the shitty thing, dude. Because we don't like
build.
It's not like to turn into Oahu. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like nothing against freaking Oahu, but it's like
city.
Like yeah, real city. It's funny though, because like my whole life, I only go Oahu for box. My whole life, we just go Oahu box. So we only majority of the boxing tournaments was like in like Palolo gym. So we would stay in town. You know what I mean? So I was like, bro, this place is wild. And then I never really did explore so much. Then when I met my girlfriend or my fiance, she's her family is from Kailua. So we stayed out there. I was like, holy
nice over there.
Fuck, these places are getting nice places over here. And then like even like recently they've been holding shows out in Wailua and stuff. I was like, holy fuck, bro. So wow, really get some beautiful places.
It can go like one like because I was lucky to grow up on that side, so it's like still kind of country.
Yeah.
And then you go 20, 30 minutes into town and you're in the city.
You're like in the middle of both ways, yeah?
Yeah. So like we kind of would go to town and we still in the country still.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember tripping out. I was like, holy fuck. Because like I said, my whole life was just I only knew town.
Waikiki,
so I was like, I hate this place. It's digging. And then I can see why people actually freaking like Oahu. But
I felt like we had the best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can, especially like where you was too, like you're saying.
And then we had like all the military kids would come to school with us, so we'd pick up on like all the styles early.
Yeah,
like when they'd fly.
So this is before social media.
Yeah, before
now
social
everybody
media.
lucky is social media.
Because like I got into shoes like 7th grade, and it was this kid Gerald Walker. He come to school and then
Wait, is he black?
Yeah. dark.
Oh.
No, but he would come to school and then like local boys, you wear shorts, slippers, t-shirt, right? Yeah. And he would come to school and we'd kind of always sit next to each other, and then I'd just be like, "How come your shoes always match your shirt?" And he's like, "Do you know what shoes this is?" And then I got one fucking lesson like for years in shoes from him, and that's how I got into shoes.
And you never dated a black girl?
No.
You don't even like black girls?
No.
Not like stink or something.
I don't like them. I don't care. Like I don't care. I have like a lot of friends that are black, but I'm not gonna date them.
I have black friends.
Bro, I have like
I would, but I wouldn't reach them.
I'm one of those even when local girls. I'm one of those even when local girls date outside of us. I'm like, stick to your kind. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
So that's why you had to say that. Yeah. That's why he had to say that.
You sound like the Japanese from Maui. You know, Japanese only can eat Japanese. Unless they're or Howley.
But that's how I got into shoes, like because we get all the styles like from the East Coast, the West Coast. When they'd come from like Detroit or whatever, we'd catch their styles.
That's why
they came in.
The kids nowadays are so lucky with social media because they're in tune to everything one speed.
You don't think that's why? Like before, you could tell a East Coast guy, a West Coast guy, a Northwest.
I get
now
it.
you can't tell.
Yeah, now you
because
can't tell.
it's like mashed together.
So me, because I was traveling planning for boxing.
So you got
I used to always be like freaking pick up different styles from like Maui. Nobody's like I remember like actually this I pick them up from my brothers in Waipahu and stuff wearing a white beater. You know what I mean? Like I was like at this high school and whatnot. I was like, oh, I look pretty dope just wearing that. So I started just wearing that on Maui. Then everybody else started wearing that on Maui. But yeah, then you're traveling to the mainland and whatnot, and just seeing all kinds of different styles, and we always just try for this mimic and whatnot. But like nowadays, it's like It's a double-edged sword. That's like on pro and on con. Like you lucky because at least you know all the styles. You stay into it. But at the same time,
but you
like,
cannot be different anymore.
You're
not unique to your like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I used to race dirt bikes, so I race in like 30 states across the US.
Yeah.
But when it was on the East Coast, you kind of like watch everybody's style, and then you bring it. When I would go back home after the racing and stuff, then I'd kind of like buy stuff from the East Coast and wear it,
Wearing Tim's.
Yeah, but Tim hit the fucking kind of tucked inside and all, bro. Yeah, it's fucking wild, bro. That's why even don't notice like to this day in the winter.
You never say young, this guy.
This guy say why? This fucker was in the Cohivis. That's why.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that. Like I grew up around bushes. Did you guys have bushes?
I knew one of his friends. I said, hey, I went to I mentioned this guy's name. He's, it's my friend. So the first house I ever went to, the guy was pouring rain. He walked outside with his muddy feet. Then he walked back in the house with his muddy feet. And I was just like, bro, are you not going to wipe your feet down? You know what I mean?
It had carpet? Or?
No. It was like just bare plywood.
Still no, but...
But even the dog was going in and out. And I was like, bro, it's pouring rain outside, bro.
Because where are you from again?
Big Island.
Yeah, which part again?
Oh, I'm from like Hawaiian Beach. I'm not Hawaiian Beach, sorry. Like Paradise Park.
Yeah.
Keau, like Pohoa.
Wait, that's
like boonies, like sketchy, like boonies, like out there.
Is that like more towards Puna side?
In Puna, like the heart of Puna. Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, why did I say fucking drip it up? We just fought in Pohoa. I just saw my boys fight it. They get the new Billy Kanoe fucking one whole rec center, one whole new one. Yeah,
where's that?
Bro,
at?
brand new in Pohoa.
Okay,
it's right, bro. You know what I was tripping out about fucking Puna? They're on Popeyes. Maui not even on Popeyes.
Where?
Bro, they go in a whole fucking center. No, they get what else had in there? They have a new shopping center, a new supermarket because before it was only KTA. You gotta go out KTA. Yeah. But they are new. It's right after where you get the roundabout.
Yeah,
they get longs.
Okay.
And you keep going. It's gonna be right after that on the right hand side. Brand new shopping center, bro. Right now on Popeyes, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Popeyes, Domino's, all kind of shit. I was like, bro, but before, I remember back in the day, you go out there, you're just in the sticks.
Yeah, no, nothing. That's how it was.
Yeah.
It's changed a lot, but
it has.
I wonder if it would end up like Oahu one day.
A lot of people are moving there.
And they are. Everybody get all the fucking Y9Ws on the back of their trucks, bro. No, I promise, bro. No, not even being around my choke, bro. Choke.
Well, I know when I was going there a lot of Russians are moving there.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of Russian people was moving there buying property.
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, fuck, I was going when we had the shop over there, but that's what we know. Like,
where the shop was at?
In Hilo?
Yeah, in Hilo.
Your shop is in Old Hilo. Was in Old Hilo.
Yeah, right.
Downtown.
Is it Bayfront?
Yeah, Bayfront.
Because you get Hilo Town and get Old Hilo Town, yeah?
Yeah. Do you think Maui could end up like Oahu one day in terms of its congestion?
Kind of seeming like it's kind of gearing to get like going towards that way.
I would hope they, like, what is that one guy? He's trying to stop it. Like, you actually got to live in Hawaii to buy property now.
Ava or whatever.
The one he was in the newscaster, right?
Brenton.
Yeah. That's something I feel like it should be applied.
Brenton for fucking governor. Brenton for governor.
I feel like that should be applied, bro. I really feel like that should be applied.
Fucking Brenton should be the governor, bro. That guy is.
That's like one thing. Like when I look at home, I'm like, bro, like that really needs to be applied there.
What's his whole story? He left the news like after
they wanted him to fucking give into the agenda, and he didn't want to.
He never like. Yeah.
So they let him go.
They let him go, and then that guy is the man, bro. Yeah. But that's true.
Right?
You know what I mean? You can't fucking. We cannot go China and buy.
No, bro. To open a business in Japan, you have to have a Japan like a citizen of Japan as your
partner. Or, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like only now they're opening up. You can buy houses there because they had that whole generation wasn't having enough kids.
Yeah.
So they have all these empty houses. But prior to that, you have to be. But it really needs to be applied to home.
Yeah. Fuck. It's crazy, bro. It is crazy, but they said it was unconstitutional and all kind of shit.
Who gives a fuck, bro?
I think that they.
So was the annexation.
Yeah, exactly. Right? But I think that they're rewording it. I don't know. You know how shit goes.
There's a way like you gotta live. You actually gotta live here, right?
Yeah.
I got this one friend, bro. Like you know when you go into Waimea, they have the house with the fucking samurai, the big house right in the corner. and then she's getting tattooed.
Oh, wait.
Which white male?
White male.
We all get our
Yeah,
own.
we
We all get our own white male.
White male on Oahu.
No, the one get the samurai statues.
The
you're
big
talking about?
ones, yeah.
They
yeah,
call
the
them
big
the
ones.
samurai house.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking
So
about.
she's getting tattooed. We was talking, and she's, oh, my parents owns houses in Oahu, and I was like, oh yeah, which one? Oh, the one with the big samurais. I was like, by white male? And she said, oh yeah, we own that one, and we own one in Kailua. And I was like, how can you need so much houses? It's like our vacation homes, right? And I was just like, right there, I was kind of like, what the fuck?
So get one whole thing about that. I really can't speak too much on them. I just saw one glimpse of them or like one little snippet about that in right in Front Street in Lahaina. Something about the guy trying to, I don't know. All I know is it was only the guy's vacation home. So all the people in Lahaina, the activists and whatnot,
He just was recent, right?
yeah.
I seen that.
Yeah, they also
I get-
try to fight against that, and which is fair.
He had like 8 rental homes, and he manages like 40 of them or something,
Yeah.
right? Or something
Some
in
weird
that.
shit, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Fuck. Hawaii gotta be for Hawaii.
Should be.
So, but aren't there, especially on the Big Island? I feel like there's a bunch of those flippers becoming.
Right, I was
Popular.
gonna say, I just gonna tell you that, like freaking Big Island is like everybody catching on. They're just buying and flipping,
Boom,
buying and
flip.
flipping, and
They're buying the kit homes, Hansador homes.
Yeah.
Boom, up,
And-
sold.
Yeah. But I think that it won't ever really turn into Oahu because it can't in terms of like the light pollution for the observatories on Mauna Kea.
I don't know, but I don't know.
What
All
you're
I know
saying, you're gonna
is
limit how much houses can be built.
They limit how many houses can be built. They limit how tall buildings can be. They
Fuck, I don't know. I see some fucking mansions in the Hicks over there.
yeah, bruh.
Where? Where Keone used to do. I used to drive around sometimes. There's some fucking mansions like hidden in the bushes, bro. I'm like,
It's the
Huge
freaking
what's a
houses.
mansion like a
bro,
3,000 square foot
bro,
house?
no, I know what a big fucking house is, bro. Like my friend them own.
Oh, you're talking like the plantation houses that have been there, kind.
No, like my friend them own the casino, and I go to their houses, and I know what a mansion is. Not like that big, but bigger than normal. That doesn't match there.
I don't know. The only big houses that are out there, like the plantation houses that are out there.
No, it's
Nah,
like
get
big new
fucking
houses.
big new houses, bro. Because we've been going a lot for boxing out there. Boxing kind of before that. By the way, back in the day, like the late actually the 90s, through like the early 2000s, Big Island was like the mecca for fucking boxing. I wouldn't say the 2000s. I would say the 90s. That was like the mecca for boxing. So we would go there like. That's when you could buy the fucking booklets from Hawaiian Airlines. Remember, you could buy the booklets with all the fucking the flights, the tickets. So we go there and we would find a lot over there.
Not food stamps, that.
Just like
Yeah.
well, it's kind of just like was on booklet you could buy. But anyway, it's been growing again a lot on in Hilo, the boxing. So there's been a lot of tournaments and we've been flying out there a lot. And I've just been seeing the freaking difference of how it was back in the day to now. And yeah, like he's saying, I've been seeing a lot of big fucking homes getting built. Tripping out, bro. I was like,
Look at the fucking one Justin Bieber brought. It had a fucking helipad and everything.
on in Hilo?
Yeah.
I never know that.
Helipad,
Okay.
fucking slide going into
Okay,
the pool.
I know what you're talking about. There are some nice houses.
Mansion.
Yeah,
Mansion, bro.
there are some nice houses. I don't know if they're mansions.
It's a-
no, okay, I guess you
It
can
has
call
a
it.
fucking
A
helicopter pad
helipad
on
has
it.
to be a mansion.
But it's
A
not
fucking
like.
tennis court, a basketball court, a slide that goes like this into the pool.
But it's, I guess in
Bro, it's not a
Hawaii.
mansion, bro. It's on park.
But if you compare it to houses out here, like,
I don't know. That fucking one that Bieber had was pretty fucking big, bro.
but they're not much bigger than like a ranch home out here that you could get for like 4,000 square feet, 4,500.
It's bigger
square
than
feet.
4,000 square feet.
It might be like 6,000,
No,
7,000.
I'm gonna look it up just to prove.
There
you
are
wrong
some,
right
don't get me
now.
wrong. There are some luxury houses on the Big Island that I wasn't really thinking about. Clint Carlson built a bunch of them. Shout out to Carlson Homes. He used
Bro,
to-
you know-
who's that?
he used to take me to just scrap fights all the time. Carlson Homes. They used to be.
It's
a
the guy
big
who always
st-
wear the glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been doing some work, yeah.
Yeah, good guy.
But he local though, eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
The house sold for
That's the guys who deserve it.
6.25 mil.
Go make them money.
11,000 square foot.
Yeah, but where is that? You're not gonna see that.
You do see it.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Okay,
The
yeah,
mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But there's like, you're acting like there's a bunch of those.
There is.
There's not a bunch of them. There might be like a 2 dozen.
Look at this thing, bro. That's a mansion.
That's a city.
But they're all hidden. You know what I mean?
Is that hidden?
They're kind of on the side. Well, yeah, because it's off the scenic route, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you move to Vegas?
So I left after high school. I went to North Dakota, played some football up there. I got hurt. Came out here like to do my rehab in my knee when I was like 18, 19. And then I was in the army for a few years. And then came back out here 2018. So I was like 21, 22.
Shit.
I've only been out here maybe like 6, 7 years. Something like that.
What is that?
6, 7 years I've been out here probably. Would you ever move away from Hawaii?
That's what we were talking about earlier. It's like every time I come out here, it's like, fuck, I want to move out here. I seriously think if I wasn't running my boxing club back at home, I think I'd move out here.
We need a gym next door.
That's what I was telling him. I was like, maybe I get my assistant coaches for take over on Maui, and then I just open on Central Maui Boxing Club, Las Vegas chapter.
That'd be fire.
I would.
On South Las Vegas Boulevard?
Right next
Yeah,
door.
nothing like saying, "Oh, where's your shop on Las Vegas Boulevard?" We're not saying where on Las Vegas Boulevard, but it's on the boulevard.
Yeah.
And then I'm not gonna say it because somebody might steal my idea. I'll tell you after my idea. If somebody will steal that name, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I'm excited now.
But it's perfect. I mean, in Vegas, we're 15, 20 minutes. Most of the Hawaiians are from here.
This is the fight capital
Still
too, right there.
fucking feel like I stay at home when I come over here.
Because of how many Hawaiians there are in Vegas nowadays.
Yeah.
Bro, when I first moved here in 2002, you rarely ran into any.
That's when you first moved here?
First
Not full
time.
time though, right?
No, I was living here. I was racing dirt bikes. I would come out here and I'll race dirt bikes. Kind of like how you did boxing. But I would stay long periods of time.
Yeah.
Every break, every summer, long periods of time. And then I stayed after high school. I stayed for a while. And then I went back home. Then we started Farmers and then we came back. But I always knew, like, this is someplace I wanted to live, like, from way back then.
Wait, how old were you when Farmers started?
24? 25? A little too young to be making that much money.
How old were you? How old were you during the peak of Farmers?
Fuck, I said, 30s. Fuck, it was the peak, bro. The thing is, it took off from the day one. So it was the peak from day one. There was no, like, it was just a peak that spiked and we just rode that wave until destruction.
That's fucking fun.
The main shop is in Hilo, I know, right?
Yeah.
Their shop, yeah?
Yeah. But that was a really, I was young. But I always knew I wanted to come back over here from when I was young.
To Vegas?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have ever thought. Why'd you want to come back to Vegas?
But I know, bro, I used to ride my beach cruiser from Windmill and Pollock over here all the way to downtown Las Vegas.
Fuck, why?
Bro, I didn't have my license. I didn't have a car.
Yeah, I
was getting sick here. Bro,
what was down?
No, I just like the lights, bro. I fell in love with the lights of this city, bro. I used to ride my bike and I fell in love with the lights. I made a post about it this morning. About the city lights. Like, I fell in love with the city lights and I fucking... Bro, when it's nighttime and I'm driving past on the freeway, passing it, I always look at the lights and I was like, bro, this city's beautiful at night. You know what I mean? Not so much in the day, but...
You think you might be a little autistic?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hey, I probably... guarantee you are.
Yeah.
The most successful people they have a touch of the tism.
Yeah.
A touch of the tism.
It's like a superpower, right?
A touch of the tism.
How much do you think Kanye West has?
Nigga, hell yeah.
Bro, I don't even want to listen to the album because I don't want to like keep repeating the song out loud without people. You know what I mean?
This is like the 4th episode in a row that someone's done it.
Bro, I have that as my stepson's ringtone. He called me. I never because he's back at home. And then he's calling me for something today, and I was in a hotel room, and it's here. My boss was like, "What is that, coach?" My phone, what? My phone going off. Nigga, hell yeah, no. Oh, but that's Posy, you guys. That's so funny, bro. Oh, yep. Kanye definitely has a touch of the tism.
Oh yeah, probably more than that.
Yeah. Look
Little
at
more
fucking Musk. That fucker's like on the spectrum to the maximum.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, most
This
fucking...
dude just had a Twitter beef with the president of the United States for the world
Right
to watch.
after. Right after they broke up, he left.
That's all planned.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're too smart.
What's the plan?
No, they made up already. He saw they didn't have a meeting. They
What
made
is
up
what is the plan?
What do you think the plan or the agenda was?
to break up the Democratic Party even more.
Fucking persuade other people to come back for acting like he had disagreed with the president, and then the people who was against him like, see, look, even he knows.
So they stopped
even
throwing.
he knows.
So they
He's
stopped
right.
throwing rocks at his Teslas, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No, so like even he knows this and that, whatever. You know what I mean? And then they when he kind of say, you know what, maybe I was wrong, and they're already on his side, and then be like, they're gonna follow him back. I think it's to gain more. Telling you, bro, it's too fuckers is too smart for doing that good shit.
Trump never budged at all to it with whatever he's seeing, yo.
I can't really say exactly what was going on, but all I know is I said, right, this fucker's get something up there.
That must be a shitty feeling to be loved so much, and then everybody just hates Teslas after a while.
How dumb is
I
that,
know,
though?
right?
Because they're the ones who's always saying, oh yeah, fucking, we need EV and freaking this and that.
Then fuck
and
EV.
then all of a sudden, freaking just, I don't know, the world is retarded. Retarded. I said retarded. Cancel me.
It's like nobody else is thinking about the environment right now, right?
I don't know.
No, not at all.
But that's the other thing too. Freaking that shit ruined the freaking environment more. If anything.
What about they're saying they're making electric tanks? How do you think that would do in war? Because you went to war, right?
That's not gonna work. We're gonna stop to charge our tank.
Not only that, too. I'm sure that they would find a way to fucking
EMPs would be
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
it would push the EMP technology forward so quickly.
Yeah.
And we're probably pretty close to it now. Did you see the recent air attack on Iran?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Didn't they fire back?
They did.
They did, yeah.
They did. But to be successful enough to take out their entire board of senior officials and nuclear scientists, there's never been an attack ever coordinated like that in history. That's crazy. How it doesn't lead to World War III.
I know.
That would be such a surprise if it doesn't.
If it doesn't. Not if it does.
Yeah.
If it doesn't.
And I feel like it's not being taken seriously whatsoever.
Yeah. 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 When people don't know about it, like, what the fuck? Are you dumb? Fucking. Yeah.
Could you imagine filming your story of a missile hitting like 40 feet in front of you?
That's fucking wild, bro.
What about the missile scare when everybody was underground in Hawaii?
Oh my god.
You was following me from back then.
Yeah, bro. I've been following you forever, bro.
I had the emoji missile in the sky. I was like, oh! That's before. They never even have GIFs yet. Never even have GIFs or anything yet on IG. Just had the emoji, the red missile, and I had like, oh, you fuck.
Bro, there was people underground for so long, bro.
Wait, what do you mean? What?
People was going in the sewers,
catch
bro, and then
basins.
they're not knowing that it was a false alarm, so they was under there still yet for hours, not knowing that the bomb never came because they thought the bomb was coming.
Yeah, they was going into the fucking.
What did you guys do? Because it came in the morning.
I was here,
right?
I was doing a certification class for the county for the fucking.
Was it like a Saturday or something?
It was a Saturday.
Yeah,
it was a Saturday, and then we got all the fucking alarms and everything. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck?
Ballistic missile inbound.
Yeah, and then the one arm is on grabs the trash cans.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So it was in certification classes. I was debating on switching over to refuse, and then I was like, bro, open up the back, everybody go inside. And then I did that video. I was in freaking videotaping the sky and I had the red emoji. I was like, oh, fuck. We're Kim Jong done.
Bro, I remember
people got mad at me for not taking it serious, bro. You know how serious it could have been. I go, but was it serious?
Would you want to die laughing?
No.
Exactly. Literally, I
Bro,
died laughing.
I was over here, right? And then fucking my baby mama calls me, like, man, go to fucking boss. Bro, it's done. I was like, there's nothing I can do. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah,
Like,
she was back in Hawaii.
yeah, she's in Hawaii and I was here. And I was just like, oh, bro,
What'd you do?
nothing. I couldn't do nothing.
No, that's what I said when I did it, and everybody was fucking.
If that bomb hits, you're all gone, bro.
That's what when everybody's grumbling to me, it's like, oh, how'd you could make so much fun out of it? I was like, bro, I literally thought I was dying. I said, fuck, might as well just die laughing, like you said. I was like, bro, I literally thought I was gonna die. I thought I was done. So I was like, fuck.
Was she crying? Like,
Oh, she was panicking, bro. And I was like, bro, there's nothing we can do. She said she was in the gym and everybody started running out the gym. So she called me and said, what do I was like, bro, there's nothing you can do. If it hits, everything's gone. Like, it's done. But I'll be alive.
You're not lying.
Live another day.
Yes. Start over. Fresh start.
Fucking dark humor.
Yeah, but like after she is like, yeah, like what would as a brother, I think everything would ashes.
I
Everything
love
would be
dark
ashes.
humor. Dark humor is the best.
It'd be
My
ashes,
humor is
bro.
so dark it picks cotton.
Oh.
Yes.
There was
man.
nothing you could do, bro. We were fucked.
Yeah.
Would it take on? It would take on all the islands,
Bro,
right?
no. That's the thing. It's a ballistic missile. Like, have you ever seen a missile hit before?
I just was thinking
actually,
Hiroshima.
Okay,
That's a nuke.
okay. Then again, a Hiroshima bomb would only take out like half the one side of the island, and not even the entire side of
I
the
thought
island.
they would
to
send
toast
one
it.
though. I was thinking it was just
So
fucking
Oahu
launching alone.
would still be.
It would literally depend where the missile hit.
Oh fuck! I was just thinking like boom, boom.
That's
whoa!
what I was thinking.
And then I never Terminator holding the fences. Whoa!
Guys.
Oh shit!
You grew up on Hawaii News, like one of the most corrupt news organizations.
news.
Bro, I was thinking Terminator, the front, they're holding the fence, and everybody's.
Bro, you know
That's
what?
the best movie, by
I
the
was
way.
on Schofield. I got the alert.
So would you
Yeah.
live if because he's on Schofield?
I went back to
Or
sleep.
would they like target?
I'm telling you, I saw it. I was like,
Where do you think they would target?
hopefully the other side of
That's
the base.
where they would target though.
But
No, I think it would be,
Wheeler,
Hickam.
Wheeler,
Yeah, Hickam.
or Hickam, or but there's
I would have thought they would have targeted any military base.
yeah. So
In
what
my
am I
mind,
gonna- what am
I
gonna
was
do?
thinking I had multiple missiles. In my mind, that's what I was thinking. I thought
In my mind, I just was thinking big boom, gone.
If there's no bomb big enough to blow up,
Really?
I take that back. To blow up all of Oahu? Do you really like a mushroom?
I don't fucking know. I wasn't in the military, bro.
mushroom cloud
I watched.
What would it be? 50 miles wide, 60 mile, a 60-mile wide mushroom cloud.
True.
Do you realize how big that is?
Well, I wasn't
like-
thinking.
like I
I wasn't,
said-
hey, you fucking ruined it. I wasn't thinking at the moment. I was just thinking like fucking Terminator. You know, everything gone.
Skynet? You talking about Skynet?
Yeah, everything
That's what's
gone.
happening now, by the way, with this fucking AI shit.
China literally has Skynet.
They literally have Skynet?
They have my buddy worked on it back in the day. There's a program that they have Skynet. It's their
It's called Skynet.
It's called Skynet.
Damn.
It's a mass surveillance system that's now being integrated with AI, but they can literally.
You kind of look like the guy that was holding the bomb. He's and then he dropped. For being extra dramatic,
Bro, fuck. I can tell you that Terminator 2, that's one movie where back in by the way, at that you guys, where you get to skip through the channels, Terminator 2 is one of those movies where you be skipping through the channels and then you would see that, oh fuck, yeah. You can put the remote down and watch the whole show on
Commercials
fucking-
and all.
on TBS.
yeah.
Or
TNT. That was a TNT movie.
No,
Okay.
TBS and TNT.
Only enough that we know what a scanner is to put on the
A
box.
scrambler. The
And then
black, the black box.
sometimes you watch porn and the things say blue and say going.
That was talking about. Yeah. Channel 71.
Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
Channel
No,
seven.
I know what it is, but like
Channel 71.
77, 78, 69.
I remember once I was at the hotel.
I used to watch them before. I used to, bro, I was in elementary. I used to like jerk them, and then nothing would come out though.
Did you keep them on last? Last Channel 10, PBS.
And I remember the first time something came out, I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?"
Elmer's.
Bro, I was like, oh, I gotta save this.
You never-
I rubbed it on a napkin, I folded it up, and I put it in my underwear drawer.
Oh fuck! Grab that napkin, put them on the wall. Sign 'em. Fuck! I come back. I gotta piss.
Yeah, of course. Did you save your first nut?
No, I didn't even know what it was, bro. I got fucking scared. I was almost gonna ask my mom.
For real? Oh, you guys didn't have porn available like that back then, huh?
No, we had the scrambler. We had to fucking watch it on the.
But you guys
Scrambler.
didn't have, like-
But it wasn't like it didn't have like the food like
You guys didn't have like.
the money shot.
Were you guys like magazine guys? VHS?
No, we had the video, but it was like the edited kind where it doesn't show the money shot and all that stuff.
Mm.
It's like soft porn because it was on cable.
Oh, okay. Have you ever had this? We were in a hotel once at the Hilton, Waikoloa Village, and we went in late at night. I was the only one awake. I was flipping through the channels, and like they were like
On.
a full on, like they were having sex, but there was like a phone line on the screen, And
to call them?
You could call in,
yeah.
you could request what like moves or acts you wanted them to do.
I never seen that.
And this was like for free in the hotel, like on like a.
And you did it?
No, I didn't call, but I was sitting there like, oh.
What is it?
I didn't know what I was doing. I used to jack off. That's how I jacked off for like the first few years of my life until I started getting internet access, and I was like, oh, you grab the side of it. I thought, you just, like, grab the top and like you put a skin up, and then I used to jack off like that. And I used to hit my head on top of my hand, and my hand used to just start cramping up. I used to get stuck like this.
Oh my god! You saw how you said he used to jerk off, and you never know.
I gotta hear this.
Somehow used to jerk off. I even knew just off of human instincts to jerk off the right way.
Oh, I didn't know, so I used to grab like the skin like that. Yeah, I used to pull them up and then like let the skin go down. And then my hand.
Holy shit! Never had that much skin for grab though.
The only reason why I changed is because it started getting bigger and like my head started hitting my hand and my hand started cramping like this because the muscle kept getting hit.
Holy shit! Take my strong hand, bruh. The neon light in the bathroom not on all the way, by the way.
You made some modifications to that one.
Who do you think are the most pivotal figures in Hawaii's boxing history?
Hawaii's boxing history? Jesus Salud. Jesus Salud. My dad actually fought him twice when they were young in the amateurs. Brian Villoria, of course. Freaking Olympics and Olympian and whatnot. Who else?
I'm gonna name, because I used to work in White Power, right? I saw Andrew Ganigan smash one guy at the fucking longs across the street, bro.
Yeah, I was hearing that kind of story.
Oh,
yeah.
But he used to be roaming the streets though.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, he got all chronic, that's why. But he used to scrap everybody.
Yeah, Andy Ganigan. Who else? White Paul, for some reason, White Paul would produce a load freaking hammers though.
Who's one more? One more to fill up that Mount Rushmore of Hawaii's boxing legends.
What is his name? The fuck was his name from Kalihi? He's the right. He fought in fuck. This is was it? Shit, Bozo. Hang on. It's a freaking Black Brain. I feel so freaking.
Wait. What is black brain?
Black braining?
Yeah, what's that?
You know what black braining is? When you look and remember something.
No.
I guess what
is that? Is that a plantation term?
Brain fog.
Black brain.
Fog is too light.
Because I was like, fast brain? No, that can't be it.
You guys, what is that a Maui phrase?
I think so.
Black brain. It's like black nuts.
Is that a Maui phrase for real? Shit, I'm trying to fucking think of his name. He's like the freaking. He's from Kalihi.
You know the Frasers on Maui, or the Pomeroys.
Frasers? And I know Makana Fraser.
Makana Fraser.
Yeah.
It's a good friend of mine. We went to high school together.
Yeah, I know them.
It's kind of nuts.
You went to school at Kona?
Pomeroy.
Yeah.
Couple, same school, but I'm younger.
Cousin.
So I went to school at Keeley.
Yeah, the brother.
Keeley, yeah. I'm like a year older than Keeley. Kono was a legend.
Oh, he's on fucking beat.
Yeah, Bobo Olsen. That's like one of the original freaking hammers from Kalihi. He fought in Madison Square Garden. I forget what year it was, like in the 30s or whatever, 40s. I can't even remember.
Way back.
Yeah, that's like.
That's how you know how far back we was.
That's like I think it was the 50s. He fought in Madison Square Garden. That's like one of the original major pros from Hawaii, Bobo Olsen. So I would say Bobo Olsen, Jesus Salud, Andy Ganigan, Brian Villoria, of course. And then right now we get freaking
modern day. What about modern day?
Modern day right now we get freaking Asa Stevens, Dallas Kaleopu, and then what the fuck is his name? Black Brain. This other kid, Mignano, his last name. That kid's on the hammer. And then Gabriel Pepinito. To me, I mean, no shade to none of the rest on that list, but Jabril is my fucking. He's a good brother. He used to box in Waipau, but that's like one of my favorites right now. He's with Teddy Atlas right now. Not Teddy, sorry. Freddie Roach right now. He's with Freddie Roach right now, and he's doing super good. And then cannot forget the Patricios. Get the Sherman and then get the junior. This is freaking. They both intern pro. I think in fact Sherman fought today. I think on the TCL, the Team Combat League, and then the Lion fighting. That's the Brada. He fighting. He told me he coming up soon. He gonna fight coming up. But
What about the twins, the Barrientos twins?
which one?
The Filipino boys, Barrientos,
From
or rooted in Hawaii, from Hawaii, but I think they're out here now. They train at Pound for Pound, I think.
Hawaii?
I'm pretty sure they're from Hawaii.
What twins? What is their name?
Barrientos?
Shit, I don't know. We were just training at Pound for Pound yesterday. We trained over there yesterday with Coach Rich. Shout out Coach Rich, thank you, mahalo. But yeah.
Raleigh guys are honor sponsors them.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're pros. I think one of them's undefeated, and the other one's like 11.
What is the last name?
Barrientos.
Shit, I gotta see. I'm fucking sorry. Sorry, I don't know that. But yeah, we get some talent coming out of Hawaii, man. Some major talent.
What do you think's Hawaii's most gifted sport?
I guess you could say, I don't know. I would say MMA. I think just fighting, combat in general, combat sports in general. I think this Hawaii people is just, I don't know, like they said, a warrior culture, huh? But the boxing scene. If the boxing scenes are coming back so hard and everyone's doing super good. Yeah. In fact, the two most winningest teams. In fact, I didn't know that was a word, winningest. But it came out this year, the earlier part of this year. It said two most winningest teams in USA boxing. I think Hawaii had number 3 and number 1. I think, if I'm getting this wrong, I'm sorry, but I think number 3 was HR Boxing. HR Boxing is Nito?
Yeah.
His brother Ricky.
Okay.
Ricky and his wife Hannah. It's HR Boxing. So they had number 3 and number 1 was West Side Striking, Coach Mike Tololotu guys.
Yeah.
And that's and that crazy thing, they're both from the West Side too.
It's crazy.
But just from Hawaii, it's like, bruh, even though I get my own boxing club from Hawaii, it's like, yeah, I'm proud of them for that. You know what I mean? Because that's like putting everybody on the map. But yeah. Also, shout out Nito. Nito is is another pivotal figure, and his brother Ricky. But yeah, for boxing, yeah, I just like where boxing's going again, and it's I feel like a lot of people had to go in Hawaii had to go into MMA. I am one of those guys who had to do that because I wanted to compete, but like just
there was no scene at that time.
That scene when it died. The 90s was heavy. Early 2000s was still going. Then it just MMA hit and it just died. And then I kept trying, never worked out and whatnot. And then it's back to where I wanted it to be. And now I'm a part of it with coaching these kids and whatnot. And yeah. But I still down for the bare knuckle or the dirty boxing. Let me know, hey guys, come out.
Growing up in school, obviously you've been boxing your whole life. Was there ever a fight you're in that it was just a mismatch?
Boxing.
I mean, in school.
Like street fights?
Yeah.
You know what is the weird thing, bro? I mean, I got into my fair share of street fights when I was really young. Intermediate and whatnot. And I guess you could say it was all mismatched and whatnot. But by the time I was like in high school, I don't think I ever fought anyone else who was in high school. Like I said, I still was getting. I mean, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it at all. But every street fight, I never get into a lot either when I was in high school. But every street fight I got into was actually like I never did fight anybody in high school. I fought men. But I won.
What was the first time you fought a man?
In boxing or
No, I mean like
on the
street fight.
I think my freshman year. Yeah, it was my freshman year.
What was the scenario? What
It was
happened?
my freshman year. We was at the beach, and then we were found on board, and we was skimming, and the guy was like freaking. We found the board was just floating, and the guy's accused of stealing the board and whatnot, and then kind of got into her face and just just threw it. But the craziest one was I think I was a junior, and we just was kids. We were out on the weekend and whatnot, and then we were at the only restaurant that was open late was Denny's. The Denny's we had, so that's like the only Denny's we had too. So we went to Denny's and ate, and then we were about to leave. I was like, hey, hang on, I gotta piss. Pull over and piss, and then we just heard boom. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Like someone threw a fucking Heineken bottle on my friend's windshield. And I was like, bro, these dudes over here just threw the Heineken bottle. So I jumped out and I called him out. I was like, what's up? The guy came out and it was like this big solid dude, and he had like LA tattooed across his face. And I was like, I think I was a junior, and I was like, holy fuck, I gotta swing now. It was just like bang, 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 bang. And we was moving, we was swinging, and I was catching him. And then I got overconfident. I hit him one, boom. And he melts. Like, oh, I get him. I jump on him, boom. And I never take my jacket off. He grabbed me by my jacket and slammed me on the ground. And I was like, oh, fuck. So he started hammer fisting me. And I was like, oh, fuck, trying to slip him. And then one of my best friends, my friend Brandon Salacup, he's like short Filipino boy, but he fought with us in our boxing and whatnot. And he just was always down. So while I was getting pounded, I was on my back. The guy had a friend, because before we fought, the guy said 1-on-1, and he had a friend there. And then my friend Brandon, he had a cast, and he broke his hand in another fight a couple weeks prior, and his hand was like this. And then while I was on my back, the guy was hitting me. That other dude, the other guy's friend was like on the side, and Brandon was on the side, and then had our driver, my friend Ruben, got arrested. So he was just a cruiser, but he always drove us around. The guy decided to false crack my friend Ruben, and then my friend Brandon fucking chopped him across his face and just split his face open, chopped him with his cast, and started hooking him. And then I was like, I was on my back. And then when my friend hit him, the guy that was on top of me, like he looked up because he saw his friend get hit. When he looked up from my back, I threw a fucking right here, and he was like, yeah, he started to fucking gagged and whatnot. I got up, I was like, hey, run, you guys, this fucker's too strong. We'd run, we'd dig all brows. But while I was running, that one dude that false cracked my friend, he fucking started chasing me. So I was running. I timed my steps. I was running, my right foot, I planted, I turned around, I just caught him square. Boom! I flipped him backwards. He went out. I was like, get in the car. Let's go, guys. We dug out. But yeah, that was one of the craziest ones. Like I said, I was a junior, and those guys, bro, they were like clearly like fucking men. I was like, holy shit. And then when when I called him out, I was like, oh, this fucker, he threw a bottle on your truck. Fucking called him out, fucking LA tattooed across his face. I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta fight him now. That was one of the most memorable, fucking craziest stories.
Were you a punk in high school?
No.
Super good?
Not at all.
Never terrorized teachers?
Oh, teachers, yeah. You know what is a funny thing, though? I was kalohe, but not pilau. Like, I was kalohe. Like, I would do things. I'd be just on class clown and whatnot, but I'd never disrespect. I would make troubles and fucking this and that. The thing was, my teachers, they'll get mad at me, and they'd really scold me, get nuts, and I would say something wise, and they'd be like, they started laughing. Like my teachers, one of my favorite teachers, Miss Sakai, like she actually told me it was my junior year. She's like, next year when you get free credit, you come please be my TA. So I was like, her teacher's aide the next year and whatnot. But that was okay. That's one story where I did beat somebody up who's like our age because he was disrespecting her. I never beat him up.
Oh wait, what happened? I'm not familiar.
Yeah, he just was disrespecting my teacher, Miss Sakai. That's why one of the reasons why she loved me. He just is like swearing at her, and I told him shut up. He's like, why what you doing? I just fucking slapped her right in his chair. Bang. And then this guy was like, she goes, Chazz, come over here at lunch. I was like, fuck, she gonna scold me. So I went there at lunch. She's like, here, one local moco plate lunch. Then she was like, next year you come back, you be my TA, please. I'm like, okay, dude. So I was TA for her the following year and whatnot. Because like I said, I'd make troubles, but when she would like get mad, I'm like, yeah, I just like I'd be in Holloway. But that guy was like being on punk and he swore at her and I said, no fucking talk to her like that, bro. And he's like, wow, what you gonna do? What up? Bang! I cracked him right in his seat. And he awked out and then, yeah. Thought I was gonna get scoldings, but I got on Loco Moco.
No suspension, nothing?
Oh no, they never get to
Oh,
the. She
man.
never sent that in.
This is the 90s?
Oh, fuck
No.
No, it's like 2000.
I got
2002.
one of my
Five.
one of my last suspensions in high school was for selling Viagra.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
My last suspension was for playing dollar flip, bro.
Mine was
Dollar flip.
but mine I got pulled out the class because they said that there was circulating
Is
that
that
was
a game
selling.
that's specific to Hawaii? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But dollar flip, is that?
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never
I
heard.
don't think so.
I've never seen anybody else play that.
This is like equivalent to one gambling house raid, bro. Because we had this area at Baldwin had the fucking the banning trees, so everybody was dollar flipping going. And then one time, I'm not even exaggerating, had like 6 golf carts came from every angle and lock us all in, bro. I was like, holy shit, it's like on raid on kids, bro. But we all got suspended. Everybody got suspended. But now I think about it as funny because like was like on raid.
Okay, what's up with your?
Yeah, sorry. I
Viagra
gotta get this
dealer.
Viagra story.
I gotta hear
No,
this.
this is like, you know, like fucking 2002 back then, right? But I got pulled out of class. He's like,
He's like, no.
He's like, no, he's like,
The 90s.
no, but I was stealing it. I was stealing it from my friend was working at FedEx. It was coming in and he was intercepting them
How did he know?
because he worked at FedEx. They know everything that's coming in.
But how did he know it was Viagra inside?
They know with Pfizer. But and it's
Yeah.
in the sample
Viagra's
packs, all
Pfizer.
the sample packs. And then I would fucking go on, I'd sell them, then I'd fucking, but I got, they heard about it in the school, pulled me out of class, and I was like, no, I'm not selling nothing. Open my backpack, all cash inside. And then all the sample packs of Viagra, bro.
That's
Was
like the only disease that Pfizer ever
was
cured.
that, and then these bottles is called longitude. It was to expand make your dick bigger.
Give them more
So
lung.
so you had the fucking enhancer and then the enhancer.
Did they work?
Oh,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You're stacking them then.
Yeah.
You were stacking
I
them.
stack to this day.
Wait, does it like extends and all that?
Yeah.
Because I remember
But
being.
you gotta
Like,
get one exercise.
I remember
As you
being
exercise them.
Put them in a kind of Kimura.
Yeah.
check up, get Indian skin.
But I got pulled out of the class. Pulled out of the class. But the thing was, I was a 3.8 student all through high school. So I was
shit.
had like high GPA. So the principal was like, "What the fuck? You get every quarter you get in trouble, but every quarter we let you go because you're a good student."
Male principal, female principal.
Male.
What? You bribe him with some hard dick?
Oh shit.
No,
Makes sense.
I was never have to do that.
It all makes sense now.
No, I was a good student.
He didn't like want to buy any off of you.
No.
Why not?
But they wanted to like make one thing where they called the cops and make one whole scene. So my dad came down. And you know how my dad is on G? Like my dad walked in, he's like, "Why you fucking stealing my money and my Viagra?"
Oh,
and then I
so
was like,
smart.
and then he's like, "You fucking can't lick this fucker when we get home." And he's like going like that to me. And then the principal was like, "No. I said, "Why shouldn't I take this fuck home? Dirty lickings you won't get." And then when we fucking, I was able to pull me out. And he's driving home. He's like, "Smooth one, huh? Got you out, huh?" And I was like, "Bro, that's how you know he's on G."
Holy shit. I like that.
So you got to keep your Viagra and the money?
No, he took them. My dad took all
He's a
for
G.
him, for himself.
All the Viagra?
Yeah, and the money too.
Have you ever done a Viagra?
Huh?
Have you ever done a Viagra?
No, I
Oh,
never
just a
did.
headache.
You've done.
I like Cialis better.
Cialis?
Yeah.
What does it do?
Bro, the first time I took one Viagra, I took 2 whole, bra. Raging boner, raging headache.
What about a Blue Chew? Have you ever tried a Blue Chew?
I never did. Try
I heard this stuff is good.
Send us a Blue Chew plaque. Blue Chew, please.
But
Yeah,
the
Blue
Cialis,
Chew.
no, but the Cialis is like you don't get the headache.
Why?
I don't
What gives
know.
you the headache?
Fucking lack of blood to your head,
The
or
thing-
the wrong head. The
Yeah,
blood
I went to the
staying,
wrong
maybe.
head.
But I've never had a problem like getting hard. You know what I mean? I've always had a.
No, it's not a problem getting hard. The thing will stay hard like 6 hours.
I've always had a problem like being hard. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
ever
we'll
get
stay
hard
hard
on
like 6
homies?
hours, whether you blow your nut or not. It's 6 hours of hard.
Ooh, and you like that?
I don't know. Sometimes it's just like walking around with one boner.
Your legs don't get
Bro, right now,
tired.
I'm all roided out, bro. One strong gust of wind, my fucking boner right up. The thing that's gonna tickle my pants a little bit. The thing pop up right now.
Yo, before I ran, I beat off, and like right before I ran, I mean like 2 minutes
Why
before
would you
I
do
ran.
that? Your legs is all noodles.
I'm horny. So I beat off, and like
Nah, it's the best way.
I went to go run, bro. My dick started like pre-coming because the shorts just kept rubbing my head.
Holy shit.
Oh,
How far do you usually run?
Depends.
this fucking runs
Depends.
far, bro.
I got a lot of issues. So like my body is okay. Like I'll go to 14, 15 miles.
Yeah,
but
but how often you do that?
that too. Like now, like maybe like 3-4 times a week. If my body doesn't break down, I'll go 7 days a week.
That much miles, 7 days a week?
Between like 7 and like 14, 15.
Oh yeah.
That's some big.
Shit, you do marathons and shit?
Fuck no.
I did a Honolulu marathon twice.
How was it?
Good. No, I ran my whole life. I fucking run cross country and track and whatnot. So I usually hit 5 a day. I try to do 5 a day.
What
I don't
was
look it, but I hit 5 a day, bro.
What was it like? Because you obviously did cross country and stuff. Like, what was it like growing up boxing and being gay?
I used to actually fucking. It worked out for me because guys was like, "Oh, that fucking guy's gay," and I was like, "Yeah, oh my god, shut up, stupid." And then I'll just and I'd win.
You never thought about playing like basketball or football or?
Oh, I wanted to. I fucking hated boxing my whole life, but that made me.
But you
though.
forced to do it,
I
right?
hated boxing. That's bro. I was presented with the full ride scholarship to Northern Michigan University when I was 18, and I said, "Fuck that, never boxing again." And then I never boxed for like 2 years, and then I was 17 when they asked me. I was about to turn 18. I never boxed for like 2 years, and then when I was like 19, I graduated, and I was like, "Oh, I like fight again." And I tripped myself. I was like, "Oh, it's the first time I feel like I like
You
fight."
like do it,
Yeah. Then I did. I'd fight again. Then I took on break again. Then I was like 2009. I was 20 at the States. I was like, I never entered States since I was 17 because I enter States every year from 8 years old to 17. I win every year. Then I was like, I said, I know what. 2009, I was like, I was 20. I was like, I go enter them. I enter them and win them again. Take another break again. But yeah, no, I just fucking.
Is it because your dad pushed you though?
No, yeah, that is why. I mean, it was like a double-edged sword. I got good because of it, but I got like, how unhappy.
Your passion for it wasn't there.
I just was like, boom.
That's how I grew up racing. Like
I was gonna ask you about
all
that.
the guys we race with, same thing, bro. Like pretty much our parents is living through
Us.
what they couldn't.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They were good, but they lived through us. But like to me, racing is one crazy sport because you fucking it can be good and then boom, dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guys die.
Yeah,
You see it. Guys die, break their femurs, and you're like 12 years old, 10 years old, and your parents is telling you jump this fucking jump, and you're fucking like deathly afraid, but you're over there just fucking like, oh, fuck it. Whatever my dad said, I gotta do them, you know?
Yeah. I think,
But
I think.
even with me, like, I quit riding for a little while.
Yeah.
I told my mom, I don't want to ride no more.
Bro, I used to tell my mom that my whole life, like, fuck, I don't like boxing. And then her and my dad fight, and then my dad go, "Wait, you don't like boxing?" No, I never said that. Bro. No, that's how it was, bro. Like, my whole life.
I'm only laughing because my kid's out there.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, it's like
this guy
deja
pushed
vu.
him too. No, but yeah, my mom said, no, he not fucking riding. He going. So I played Pop Warner football for a little while.
That's the
And
only other
then-
sport I did.
Yeah, and then
But actually, I wrestled when I was on freshman and whatnot. But that was like the only other sport I really did was pop art, and I played like 4 years.
And then my bike sat. And then one day I came home
wanted
because
to
I saw
ride.
one of my friends at school was telling me about riding. He said, "Oh, you know how good?" I was like, "Nah,
You
you
done
fucking
shit."
was shitty when you were so junk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You cannot be better than me." And then I came home one day. I told my dad, "I like ride again, Dad."
Yeah.
And pull the bike out, get him running again. And then after that, he was like, he never was like as hard on me.
I think that's what
After
makes
that.
me. I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, but I think that's what makes me. I'd say a good coach, because I push my boys. Of course, I'm gonna push them, but I know the breaking point because of I know I was there, so I know fucking. I seem super hard sometimes, but then after I talk to them, they're like, yeah, doing that because of this, you know. I break them down to them, and then sometimes I just know this for stop. Like, okay, no, enough for 80. But I think that's what it, because even like my own son, he was doing super good at boxing, and then just recently, couple months, not couple months, maybe about 6 months ago, he was like, he don't like boxing or anything. But I'm not gonna push him. I said, okay, up to you, but you gotta do something though. So he can play football. You know what I mean? But it was me at that age. My father was like, fuck that, you boxing. You know what I mean? Huh? Me, it was like, now I know that. I was like, I just tell him, hey, you know, okay, good, but main thing you're doing something, you know?
Like the passion gonna come back.
Yeah,
you miss
hopefully.
it.
That's
especially when you know you are good.
Yeah.
And then you see like guys that were like not as good as you start to progress, and then they telling you about them. And you're like, no, not
yeah. I gotta remind you, father.
Let me show you what's up real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's why I get them going good. Because even like some of my boys, even like the dad guys, will be like, oh, you know, they can do some more. Like, nah, no, you just, no worry.
That's important though with hard coaching, is that dialogue after the hard coaching, the explanation.
Yeah, no, yeah. See, I never did get that.
Yeah, you don't get that from your parents.
I never did get that, but I do that with them. Man. Then like, even though like I know they're mad at me for like something I'm pushing them on, but I know, like I said, I know the limits are, but I'm gonna take them to the limit. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna push them past the limit. But I'm gonna take them to the limit. Then later on, they fucking like, I can tell they're kind of like upset or just bummed out or whatnot. But then later on, I'm like, hey, I was doing this because of this. I'm gonna explain. Cause you never got that, right? I never did get that either. It was just like, was never like one settling out moment, you know?
My dad's one was, you know how much it costs to ride dirt bike? Are you not gonna jump that jump? You know what I mean? And then he's just like, fuck, I guess that's all. I'm gonna have to jump him now, you know?
But yeah. Yep.
Before we get out of here, the boys, where are they boxing at this weekend?
This weekend, the tournament starts on Monday through Saturday, at the Las Vegas Convention Center. USA Boxing, Junior Olympic, Nationals, and Summerfest. Every day there's two sessions. There's a afternoon session and an evening session. But check it out on the usaboxing.org site. It'll give you all the info on there. And if you're in Vegas and whatnot, come down, come support the Hawaii boys. There's not only my team from Hawaii, you know. There's we're Central Maui Boxing Club, but from our island, there's our other boxing family, Southside Boxing Club. We're freaking like this. And then Oahu, there's a bunch of teams from Oahu. I think HR.
A bunch of them came through earlier.
Yep, West Side Striking, 94 Box. Shit, I feel bad that I started to name.
Is that Vince?
Yep.
Yeah. Me and Vince worked together. Construction for
Vince
a long
and
time,
Aaron Manuel. I don't know if you guys know Aaron. Aaron guys is I don't think Vince came to this. Well, I never see him yet, but Aaron.
I saw Vince beat up one guy after work, all body shots.
Yeah,
because he said, I don't like fucking smash this guy too much, so he said, I only control body shots.
That's the best on the street, body shots.
Yeah, only body shots until the guy in Wither. And then he'd pick him up and he told his friends, come grab your friend. Because this guy Vince, he's real soft-spoken, super nice guy.
The nicest guy, bro. His son is on Hammer. Shout out Max. Max Longboy.
Hey, the guy was on the ground. He'd pick him up. You okay? Call his friend. Hey, come grab your friend.
Shout out, bro. His son is on freaking little beast,
that's what I heard.
Max, bro. That gonna if he keep going, that gonna be on him. He the kind though. Max, he boxed and he played basketball and stuff.
I see all my public kids playing basketball for some reason. Michael Jordans.
Hey, you never know the twins.
Yeah,
the boys, Chavez and Angel.
They're from Hawaii.
Yeah. Oh, they're born in Hawaii. The mom's from Kailua or Oahu, and then the dad's Mexican. Rich is the dad.
Oh, you talking about Rich's boys?
Yeah.
I never know that his wife was from Hawaii.
Yeah.
I never know that. But
that's why we always try to tie them to Hawaii, but everybody knows them.
No, but it was funny because when I was talking with Rich, it was like, I guess Southside Boxing Club, Uncle Nante, that's the head coach Southside. He was talking about Hawaiian food or something, and Rich's like, everybody like come up. It's like everyone wants to come up here and eat Hawaiian food. The Hawaiian food's better back at home. Yeah. It's like over here just furikake and everything. Started cracking. I never know his kids was from Hawaii. I didn't know his wife was from Hawaii. I didn't know his wife was from Hawaii.
Yeah, they was born there and then they lived there, I don't know how many, for a good amount of time, and then they moved here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Sure, we're sponsoring those kids from they were
so he was
10 years old, bro.
What? He's 13 and 0, yeah?
Yeah,
I never know that's what he's talking about.
Okay. 13 or something, and one just fought, and then I think they're fighting again in July.
Yeah, he was
His
explaining
voice
to
is
us.
good too, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was talking with him about us putting on a show back at home in Maui. He said Maui's the only island he never been to, and I've been putting on a lot of amateur boxing back at home. So I said, let's do one. We'll bring you guys out to Maui.
Yeah, Chavez and Angel, they always come over here.
Oh, that's killer.
You can too. It's so funny because I don't know. Like the story was like that what they told me was, Rich named Chavez after Julio
Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, and then they were like, oh, we gotta kind of have balance the opposite. So they went the wife named Angel, but then Angel is like the one that punks everybody out, and then Chavez is the more like nicer one. Yeah.
Angel. You know what's funny? When I was young, we had 2 Oscar fishes. This is like in like 90.
I had no Oscars, bro. The big
93
ones, yeah.
Like 90.
What color was yours?
Black.
Black and orange?
93 or 92, we had 2 Oscar fishes that my dad named one Oscar that on De La Hoya. And Oscar wasn't even a pro yet. Nobody knew why. My dad said, why are you naming him that? This is like, Oscar wasn't, my dad said, this guy I'm boxing, Oscar De La Hoya, he's gonna be on Hammer one day.
And call him.
And bro, he called him. This is like 92, 93. I think I was still in preschool this way. And with the 2 Oscar fishes, Oscar and De La Hoya, and everybody's like, well, where you came up with those names? They said, we know Oscar because it's an Oscar fish. We go, what is De La Hoya? My dad's like, no, this boy, he gonna be on fucking killer on there. And sure enough, my dad called him.
It's crazy how you can almost like you can see the talent of some guys, right?
Yeah. I mean, you got to be really invested in it to really know that. So, yeah. Shout out, Dad.
Right. And it's dope. Like we live in Vegas, so we see a lot of the talent.
Yeah.
Pretty early too.
Yeah. Like we was hanging around with like Rolly for a long time.
Yeah.
He's super cool.
Yeah, like him, bro. Get in touch with him. Like I met his dad the other day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the dad's fucking funny.
And then
Too,
Mayweather Jim, yeah.
The dad, they get that real raspy.
Yeah, I was telling the boys, I was saying, I think Raleigh can might bring Rolly over, and I was like, what?
I'll go try to text him after this.
That'd be killer.
Plugs, Raleigh, before we get out of here.
Fuck, what the hell do I've got going on?
Is that dropping?
Oh, our winner and sinner shit been doing good, but not yet. Soon. I just been honestly, I've been trying to work on some fitness stuff now that I ain't shape. You know what I mean? now that the fucking top bricks is coming out, I lost 30 pounds. Ooh, pretty soon, shirt off. We're not even gonna release shirts anymore. It's only shorts. Shorts and
Shorts.
yeah. And the 5 inches mid thigh.
No NC.
Yeah, that's the first thing my girl was like, bro, your shorts is getting mighty high lately. The thinner I say come in more like this. Hold the fuck, your shorts they come in real high.
Coming up.
When does it go from shorts to Speedos?
Bro, I caught myself walking around in underwear lately.
Proud of you.
Compression shorts.
No, not even compression, just underwear.
Ooh, like tighty whities.
Like
Bibbities.
WWE kind.
Bebaree.
Yeah, walking in the backyard and all.
Fucking wild.
I do
the same thing.
That's how you know you're feeling yourself, right? I say feeling myself right now. I say feeling kind of good.
Fucking wild.
Proud of you.
We gotta do this again sometime when you're back in town, or maybe we'll head back to Maui.
You guys gotta come Maui.
Oh, I know. I never been home for a couple of years.
You guys gotta come Maui. Hey, CNBC 1993. Check my freaking boxing club out. IG. My IG. Mr. Cool and Deadly. Roughneck Posse. Shout out to all the boys on the Roughneck Posse. We gotta do a show
Oh,
over
you're gonna
here,
come
bro.
over here, do something,
They
invite everybody.
They stay out freaking doing some big stuff in Cali right now. But
Right, you know this guy does music too, yeah?
Yeah, I know. He does everything.
I know.
Yeah, too much. I should
many
focus on one
talents.
thing. Shout out to all you guys, bro. Mahalo, you guys, bro. Thank you guys. Bro.
Thank you. Thank you, Chad.
Right on.
Other than that, we're up. See you guys next time.
Yes, sir.